Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of These Homestead, and today we're going to be talking about ways that you can save money on your fertilizer for your garden. Maybe not this year if your garden's already in, but next year before you put your garden in, this is a way that you can save some money on doing your garden. We're going to use that right there, the RK55 tractor. That's what we're going to use, and we're going to save you some money. So, all right. Come along with me. Let's go check this out. So now we're getting back here to the house. Got this nice load of black gold on there. Go get this dumped on where the garden's going to be, and then whenever we till in, it'll all get tilled under and help build the nutrients in the ground and give it the fertilizer we need. Then you're just going to come in here and just spread it out. I was trying to do about a ½ inch to an inch. Sort of hard to spread it there like this, so I'm just getting it as good as I can here with the tractor. Just dump a little bit, come all the way back to where the garden's going to be. Just start shaking. And as you can see, there's some falling out down there. It doesn't have to be super thick. And unfortunately, once you get to a certain point, then it just sort of falls out a lot faster than what you want it to, but I'm going to show you these roots and stuff there, though, that I was talking about. You can see them out there, but let's actually go check them out. As you can see, we're just spreading it out over where the garden's going to be. It doesn't have to be exact. The nutrients will still spread out, but look at this root. From this, I don't know what this plant is that keeps growing, but this root is crazy. It's just a great big plant that's just a pain in the neck. Very invasive. So I'm just making sure I pull those roots and stuff back out. And we'll go through that off to the... You see, that's a little root there that was trying to hide from me. And these big clumps, they'll break up whenever we till it all up and stuff, but just trying to get some of these bigger roots for that plant out. I know that one's not big compared to the other one that I already showed you, but I'll take this weed in here versus the snake that I showed you earlier. So just going through trying to get a lot of these weeds and stuff out. It doesn't have to be exact, but the more you get out, the better off you're going to be. And honestly, like for me, like I explained to the neighbor, it's not going to matter quite as much on this because I'm going to have the woven fabric over top of this, so it shouldn't matter quite as much because it shouldn't grow up through that woven fabric. I don't think it's that crazy of a plant, but I guess we'll find out. This year will be the first time now. You can use cow manure too instead of horse manure. The only thing is, if you're using cow manure, from what I've been told at least, you really want to make sure it's had time to cure. Like I said, this horse manure, it's been curing for, I think he said this pile that I'm pulling from is 4 or 5 years old, so might even been 3, I don't know, but it's been curing for several years. I'm not pulling from the fresh pile. So, and you're just gonna do like this, you're just gonna spread it out. Like I said, it doesn't have to be super thick. Like these piles and stuff that you see here, I'll end up bringing the garden rake out later, or use a bucket of the tractor or whatever, and I'll spread them out even more yet, because I don't want it super thick. It doesn't need to be, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully this will help. I know I got some the first year I moved in here. I got a little bit off of them, and I put it, there's a box in the back side of the carport there, and I just put a couple of tomato plants in there that first year, and I put some of this in there with it, and my God, those tomato plants grew amazing. So this should help a lot. I know he does the same thing. He puts this in his garden, and yes, it helps, majorly helps. So I'm gonna go get probably one more load, maybe 2. Just trying to watch too. We've had a lot of rain. Trying to watch I don't tear up too much either on my property or on his, either one. I'm not wanting to destroy anybody's property by getting this, but, and listen, if you end up getting with one of your local farmers to get something like this, to get some manure, compost, and put on your garden to help it grow, to try and save some money on your fertilizer cost, make sure you pay your farmer. Like my farmer, he won't take any money, but that's okay. I know what type of beer he likes, so later tonight I'll stop in and drop off at least a 6-pack of beer, if not a case, whichever. I'll stop by, I'll drop off some beer, probably cold. I'll probably grab some of the beer that I like. We'll sit down, have a beer, have a chat. And at the same time, another way that I end up paying him back is when he needs help, I go help. Don't be one of those people that always has people helping you and you're never going back and paying them back. So make sure you're helping out your neighbors that are helping you. So that's pretty much black gold right there, especially with the price of fertilizer now. It's pretty much black gold I'm getting just for the cost of running that diesel and that tractor over there to go pick it up. So make sure you're paying your farmer back. Whether it could even be just give him some produce and stuff at the end of the year. And my neighbor will probably get produce from here too, because there's stuff that I grow that he doesn't grow. So he'll probably get some produce. I know he's getting some beer, and he's also gonna get some labor out of it. And what do I get in return? Black gold. That's what I get in return. Like I was telling you, don't forget, make sure you pay your farmer back if you're getting your compost from. You know, like this is cow manure, grass or horse manure, grass clippings, stuff like that. That's what he puts in there, food scraps, that kind of stuff. Then he just lets it sit there. It's in a great big pile. I know you're supposed to turn it and stuff like that. I don't know if he does that or not, but like I said, this pile in particular, it's been sitting there for, I know he said at least 3 years, so it's definitely cooled down enough, and I'm not putting it on super thick, so hopefully we'll be just fine. Like I said, I know he uses it all the time on his. He puts it on a lot thicker than what I am. The last time I was over there, and tilled his garden for him. I know he did about, I think it was roughly about 2 feet thick. So I know it was at least a foot thick, and it was almost impossible for me to get my tiller down through actually into the dirt. It was mainly just staying in that compost up top. So I don't want it anywhere near that thick. I just want ½ inch, just a little bit spread out on there, and it will that should be enough for what I need it for. This ground is really good anyhow. Right where I have my garden there, it actually used to be fenced in. Even where I have the orchard here, where I have these apple trees and stuff like that, that was all fenced in. And the previous people that he had, the place where I'm getting this is actually the guy that I bought this homestead off of. He had renters in here before, and they actually were running cows on the pasture out there. And this is where they used to feed the cows and stuff like that. So there's already a lot of cow manure and stuff right in this area, because this is where the cows would always come to feed. So there's already a lot of cow manure and stuff there, so we're just adding some horse manure, adding some more, but it's really good soil. So honestly, it doesn't need much. I could probably not even do this and it would have been just fine, but I just figure it never hurts to add a little bit. So we're gonna add this. I don't know if I'll go get any more, if we're gonna call this the last scoop. So, hey, hope you enjoyed this type of content. If you did, hit that like button, click subscribe, share this video with your friends, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Have a good day.